What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I'm excited to have you on our Power Hour tonight. I am so stoked to have you here. You're going to notice some subtle changes because over the last week, I've just changed things to simplify them to give you all a bit more direction on the vendors that we've been talking about recently. And there's so many drop shipping vendors out there. Tonight, that's what we're going to be focusing on is drop ship vendors. I wanted to get rid of all the noise and I wanted to just focus on some important things that you need when you're getting started with a drop shipping store, or you're just looking kind of to scale over to different vendors and different products to sell. So everyone should be able to see the screen now. We're going to go over these important links for you and explain what they are. Everyone is jumping in the webinar at this point. So if you're just now kind of hopping on and you are getting started, I want to welcome you to the training. I'm so excited to have you here. Every week, I go live here and I stream, I record these trainings so you can have access to them each week. And the idea is to really continue your education so you don't fall off and you stay on the cutting edge, or you just get the help that you need, right? That's what's important here, is making sure that when you get started you get the help that you need, and you get very specific direction each week. Now, this webinar, we're going to go over some dropship vendors that I recommend, that I work with, and a new one that I'm about to start working with that I've been doing a lot of research on. And we're going to go over each thing in detail. So I'm stoked to have you here. All right. So I'm going to get my webcam on here in just a minute. I just like to, when the internet's running kind of slow, I like to keep it off for a second because it just streams slower sometimes when I have it on. And let's go over the links here that are on the welcome screen. So this is a very condensed welcome screen here to let you focus more on the dropship vendors tonight. So at the tip top, you'll see where it says start your Shopify store today. I do want to point out that if you don't have a Shopify store yet, go start one. Currently, they have a 14-day free trial that is running. And at the moment that I am speaking these words, they still have the promotion going on where if you go through that specific link right there that you see on the screen at the top, profitph.com/Shopify, it's going to take you to a page that will give you, I believe it is your first month for $1. So typically after the 14-day free trial, what happens is they go and they ask you to select a plan to continue running your store. So at this link here, you're going to notice that after that 14-day free trial, they give you the option to pay only $1 for your first month. So, Shopify plan started about 29 bucks, I believe. And this is going to give you really great opportunity to just save some money, more time to get started, because when you're building your store, all right, you can in fact build a store very, very quickly, right? You can. But a lot of people, they treat their store a lot like they do I would say like an outfit that they're going to wear out in public, right? Everybody's going to see it. So they want it to look nice. They want the colors to be right. They want the logo to be perfect. They want the products to be, categorized appropriately. And so when they do that, they don't just launch really fast like you can do. They need that extra time. So that link is there. Again, that is my partner link with Shopify. Okay, so when you go there, you're actually enrolling in Shopify through my partner link. You're getting special promotions that Shopify does by going through this link specifically for my students. And it's a win-win situation, right? Because you're going through my link, you're tagged to me, I benefit, you benefit. We love win-wins. Now, the recommended vendors. We are going to talk about a new vendor tonight that we're going to introduce to you. So that's going to be fun. But we have Pillow Profits, Shine On, and Zendrop. Three very, very, very different vendors. I've done lots of training on all three of these vendors. Uh, my referral links to those are right there, on the screen. So each one, and you know, I'll explain, even though I explain it every single week, but I know a lot of new people get on my webinars. Pillow Profits is a print-on-demand app that has fulfillment from China. They have a lot of really cool products, and the products are quite cheap, comparatively speaking, to like a US vendor. And they offer DHL Express shipping, which is really, really fast shipping from China. So you don't kind of, you're able to get cool products at really great prices and get them shipped much faster than traditional shipping from, say, AliExpress. Shine On is an app that is exclusively started selling jewelry, but now they're selling things such as, metal signs, which is really cool. I'm gonna get my camera on. Here we are. Okay, so they're selling things such as like iron and metal signs, which is really, really neat. They're selling watches, necklaces, bracelets, and they're US based. So the shipping is really fast. They have built-in upgrades for your customers. So customers can upgrade to like the mahogany box, or they can upgrade to an engraving, which is really neat. And it's pretty much, all built in for you. So you don't have to be tech savvy. They go in, and when you publish a product from them, they have all of that stuff pretty much set up. So you're not going in and coding and stuff like that. You just have to know how to publish the product. And then you got Zendrop, which is a company that I invested in. I love Zendrop. They're really, really cool. And their goal is to, it started out just to fix all the problems there were with like AliExpress. Have really great products that they feel are trending right now, to be able to create bundle boxes and all sorts of neat things. And so I highly recommend them. They have US fulfillment and China fulfillment, so you kind of get both options, and they're a US based company. All right, so the links are here. I'm excited about tonight. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull up our other welcome screen here. And at this point, I ask everybody to kind of hop in our Facebook group and remind everyone to kind of pop on the webinar and take advantage, of this training. So, they can really get started this week with something new, something fresh, maybe something they didn't know. Maybe like one thing I say on this webinar gives you that aha moment that you needed. We have beginners on here. We have people that have been doing e-commerce for a long time. We have people that have never made a sale in their life, right? And we have people that made their first sale and their 10th sale. We have a lot of different people that get on this webinar. So, it's really cool to see us all come together and also in this group, okay? So let's just quickly recap a little bit about what I was talking about last week, okay? So we were kind of talking about the difference between the types of products, that you could run, and these are all hypotheticals, right? The numbers are all hypotheticals, but we really just kind of drew out a simulation with random numbers to give you an idea of how a lot of people drop the ball in running their business. And so you have these two different types of people that run e-commerce businesses. And it's rare that I see both come together, which is why I suggest this, right? So there's two different types of e-commerce strategies that you could take advantage of. So here, I got my whiteboard open. Let me just make it bigger. Okay, so the first one is the group of e-commerce entrepreneurs that really try to catch waves. Like their goal is to catch and jump and take advantage of trends, right? So they really want to get these sizzling offers that are trending right now. And if you hit the right product at the right time when it's trending, then it really can be an amazing moment in time. But it is important to understand that a lot of products that hit like that are trends are but a moment in time. So when you're running your business, okay, when you're running your business, You have to think long term. You have to think about, okay, I want to run this business consistently, and I want this business to have, I want to attempt to create, some sustainability here in this business and not be on this roller coaster. Now, all businesses are roller coasters, right? You're going to have ups and downs in any and every business, but your focus should be, how do I create stabilization instead of chasing waves? Because when you chase these waves, right, you force yourself into those roller coasters. And so there are those trending products. I'm not saying you shouldn't sell them. I think that you definitely should take advantage of these crazy trends that hit and these products that, pop off. But I also think that it's wise to run evergreen products, right? These are products that aren't going to make a ton of money. They're not going to blow up, but there's something that people want. Like every day, you're going to have a customer base for it. A month from now, 3 months from now, 5 months from now. So an example would be dogs, right? I say this every week. I know I'm like a broken record. I know. But every day, new people adopt dogs, right? Every day, people become parents or grandparents, right? Every day, people become, of legal drinking age. So, that opens up an array of products that you can advertise, like in the bar niche and whatnot. So, that being said, you want to have a good mix of both types of products. I myself have done this since I started. Okay, I have always focused on evergreen products. Now, where I fell off many a times is that I was so focused on these evergreen products that, would consistently have new prospects each day, that I missed a lot of the big trends. Now, I caught some of the big trends, but I missed a lot of the big trends. So I'm not a perfect entrepreneur, but I have data, I have made mistakes, I have had big wins. And the goal of this webinar is to convey all of that to you, these years of experience and the wins, the losses, everything, to help you make a better decision for your business. All right. So if that makes sense, I'm going to go back and look at the chats. Just go ahead and say, that makes sense, Adrian. So I can see that chat log, right? So that makes sense. So your goal in running a business, in e-commerce, I believe, should be to have a business that looks like this. Now, I know we went over this last week, so I'm not going to harp on it. I'm going to get to this new vendor that I want to introduce you to. But just reminding everybody that's new, that's coming in right now, right? This is the goal, is these rainbow lines that you see kind of look like unicorn color that are kind of straight all the way across. That would be a hypothetical representation, a simulation of evergreen products. If you have a brand that's just selling evergreen products, like I had a meeting with a friend of mine last week. Yeah, it was last week, and he sells furniture. Okay, so every day people are moving in houses, they're getting their first house, they're getting their first apartment, they're renovating. The furniture niche is an evergreen niche. There's always going to be people wanting this stuff. So he was showing me a store, all of the random, just generic things that were selling, and they were selling quite consistently, right? But so you want that, but you also want to free up your mind and take advantage of some of these waves. Now, the reason I'm showing you all this again tonight is because one of the vendors that I'm about to introduce you to has a really cool homepage where they keep up with what's trending on different platforms, which gives you an opportunity to jump in on some of these things that appear to be trending right now according to, their data, their algorithm, all that good stuff. So you want these baseline products that you can always have, that you can always market, that will really never phase out. They're like, people are always going to want to put collars and leashes on their dogs, right? So those would not be trendy products. So these are things that you can always sell. But then you want to remember to take advantage of the trends. So last week I showed you how to kind of take advantage of, a niche that I would say is more in line with the evergreen, which is the family name niche where you have, you know, the top 50, top 100 family names across a t-shirt, you know, tumblers, pillows, and just have all that stuff in your store. Is it going to make a boatload of sales? Absolutely not. Definitely not. But if it made sales over time, like sales here, sale there, sale here, from just prospects coming into your store, those can definitely add up by the end of each year. So they're not products that you're really going to be pushing a lot of ads to, right? They're just there, and you know if people walk in, they're likely to want them. Okay, so when you walk into Walmart, oftentimes you don't know exactly what you want, right? You might just be going to shop, and they have all of these things in Walmart and have all of these things in Best Buy that they would consider evergreen, that they just know some people are going to see and be like, I'll take that. I like that. It could always be there. So, like shoes, for example, right? That's an evergreen product, is the shoe section of Walmart. All right. Now, enough of that. I want to talk to you about, you know, vendors. That's why at the beginning of this webinar, I focused on these main vendors that we usually speak about. And this is important, right? So don't put all your eggs in one basket. You should never put all of your eggs in one basket. I know it's easier. I know if you do have something streamlined that you can, it's easy to coast and get content and complacent. But complacency, you know, in entrepreneurship is your number one enemy, right? You should always be striving for something new. You should always be covering your butt with a B plan and a C plan in case things, you know, go sideways. That's just how it is. So it is how business works oftentimes. So what I want you to understand is your plan. All right, so your ecom plan, if you really want to run a business that could avoid some potential big you know, disasters in the future. Not that, you know, you've heard the saying, right? Prepare for the worst but hope for the best, right? Don't spend all your time thinking that something bad's going to happen, but be prepared just in case that it does, and, you know, hope and strive for the best. That's what we want to do when we're building our e-commerce stores. Okay, so vendors are important, and remember, we're drop shippers, so we have the freedom to move about. We have the freedom to use Zendrop, Pillar Profit, Shine On, what is it, Printful, T Launch. You know, there's all of these different vendors. We can use them all, but you don't want to overload yourself with different vendors. So we want to have a multi-vendor strategy. So we're going to call this a multi-vendor strategy. And multi being the key word here. All right, multi-vendor strategy. And so the idea is to, all right, spread inventory across different dropship vendors. Okay, so we don't have all of our eggs in one basket. Does everybody understand that? Now, I'm going to stop here for just a second. I'm going to zoom in on this. Okay. Another good point to make here when we're talking about multiple vendors is to take note that we could be selling the same product, but we could be using 2 to 3 different vendors. So for example, let's just say, do a little example here. Ooh. All right, this is an example. Let's just say that you're selling a lot of dog collars, or let's just say a specific dog collar. Let's say that you're selling a lot of this, let's just call it a Bluetooth tracking collar. All right. So let's say you're selling a lot of a Bluetooth tracking collar. All right. And you're selling this product quite consistently. You're getting a good bit of sales on it. And let's just say that you're using AliExpress. All right. So your vendor that you're selling with is AliExpress. All right. A random vendor on AliExpress. That's your vendor. All right. What could happen in the future is you're selling these collars consistently. Maybe you're not selling a ton. Maybe you're selling 5 a day, 3 a day, 10 a week, whatever, right? Everyone's results is going to be unique, right? Um, but let's just say that you are getting sales, all right? And Christmas hits, Black Friday hits, Cyber Monday hits, and a lot of people pick up on this product and start pushing it really hard from your AliExpress vendor. All right, what's going to happen here is that vendor could very well either run out of inventory or they could have slow processing times because they're overloaded with orders. What I found is a lot of vendors on AliExpress, they're not going to really tell you, hey, no, don't do business with us, don't sell our product, right? They're going to ask for forgiveness rather than tell you up front oftentimes. Now, there's good ones, right? But there's bad ones. So if you put all your eggs in that basket and a big holiday hits where you're really planning a big email promotion or Facebook promotion or whatever, and this vendor goes slow, you're going to have upset customers. Or you might just have to stop selling it because you run out of inventory. But what if you were to get on AliExpress, all right, vendor 1, vendor 2, and vendor 3, all right? Each of these is getting, let's just say, 33.3% of the sales, meaning you divide the sales amongst 3 different vendors on AliExpress, right? So you've got vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor 3. They all have the same product, right? They're different warehouses. So what you've done is you've tripled your ability to produce at volume, all right? You've tripled your ability to produce at speed at volume. Let's just say that something happens and vendor 1 sells out, gets backed up, their factory, shuts down for whatever reason, right? You're not screwed, meaning you're not going to have to panic and run and try to find another vendor with a good deal. You've got business going with 2 to 3 other vendors, right? This is something I've always practiced, and I have had it happen. I've had vendors screw up and take, not be able to process all my orders. And at that point, guess what I did? I took those orders and I said, hey, let's put them over here. No big deal. Let's get them fulfilled, right? Maybe we pay a little bit more through this other vendor, but at least they get fulfilled, right? We do good business because you want to keep up brand reputation. Does that make sense? All right. But more so, you also just simply want your business, in my opinion, right? This is just my opinion here, but just based off of my experience, is you also want to use completely different companies. All right. So when we're talking about dropship vendors, all right, on AliExpress, there's a zillion vendors on AliExpress, but you also want to have multiple dropship companies. Now, this is good for just like, product options, okay? This is also great for quality control because oftentimes between different vendors, you can test quality or different dropship companies. For example, Pillow Profits versus T-Launch versus Printful. They all sell pillows, right? They all sell a lot of the same stuff. So all give you different unique options, but they also overlap and they share some of the same products. And so what you can figure out is, what quality product does my customer like best? They like the products from Pillow Profits or Tea Lunch? Which one's softer? Which one gets the best feedback? Which one's better for my brand and my company? Does that make sense? So product options, quality control, and also this is just good business. All right, it's good business. Good for you, good for your customers as well. So like when I say Zendrop, okay, you might be using AliExpress, but also use Zendrop. You're going to pay more for products from Zendrop. But if you're selling the same products at Zendrop with a little bit lower profit margin, and AliExpress vendors drop the ball, or Chinese New Year hits, Zendrop is still going to be doing business, right? Zendrop is still going to be shipping out stuff. They're still going to be prioritizing fast shipping. So it's just good for product options. Shine On, Tea Lunch. You want to have different vendors on your store so you can experiment, or different companies, so you can experiment with different products. Does that make sense, y'all? So this multi-vendor strategy, while it may sound more boring on this training, this is a strategy that indeed will save your butt most likely in the future if you're doing you hit a product that's doing a lot of volume. You want to have those backups. Or if you're stuck just with one small set of options, like for example, if I jump over here to Gear Grabber real quick, and let's say I go into Tea Lunch, which we were looking at last week, and I love Tea Lunch. I think they're an amazing company. They're US based. But if you say I'm going to do print on demand, and Tea Lunch is the company I want to work with because Tea Lunch is the best company out there. I love their app. I love their bill. I love the quality of their company. The thing is you're going to be limiting yourself to what is available in this app. And while they have a lot of options, they don't have all the options. Okay. So if you go in and you say, I'm just going to do business with Tea Launch and I want to push all my sales to Tea Launch might reach out to you and say, hey, we'll incentivize you to keep most of your business with us. We want all your business. What can we do? Can we give you discounts? Can we give you special rates? Whatever. Like, I've seen vendors do that many a times. But that could be dangerous sometimes if you commit 100% to them, because you block yourself from rapid testing other products. You block yourself from having a backup. If you're selling Bluetooth speakers and there's another company that does it, all right, and something happens with this one, you want to have that backup, right? So like, for example, here with Tea Lunch, they got great products. But let's go take a look at Pillow Profits. All right, Pillow Profits has an array of additional options and products that, if you're stuck on Tea Launch, you'd never know about. Some of these could potentially be the ones that do really well in your store. You just don't know until you test them and try them and market them, and see what works and see what doesn't work. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So I do believe in testing different vendors, and I do believe in using different companies for your drop shipping store and not committing to just one. I do believe that being content and complacent could put your business in a bad position, and it could also limit your ability to thrive because you limit your options. So always be looking at different companies, always be looking at different vendors. And even if another vendor's prices are more expensive, if you have a better quality product, if you have faster shipping times or whatever, it might be worth it because you get more repeat customers potentially, because they get their product faster, which could potentially get them to want to come back and shop more at a rapid rate and buy more stuff. So, when I first started my e-commerce stores, I was very like, oh, just get the sale, get the sale, get the sale, sell this t-shirt, sell this t-shirt, sell this dog product, right? But as I started to do a lot of volume and get a lot of customers and build an email list, I started thinking to myself, wow, what an opportunity to not be so reliant on Facebook ads, and paid ads, and generate lifelong customers, or customers that come back for 2 to 3 years or 2 to 3 months and buy more that I don't necessarily pay for those particular visits. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a new vendor that we plugged in and that we are starting to look at. And as I've seen, as I've been looking through this company, it's not a vendor, but this company's dropship options, they've been around for a minute. I'm really liking what I see. Very easy to get stuff on your Shopify store. They're very upfront about inventory and if it's US or China based. They even show you based off their data. I guess it's coming from what their sellers and other merchants are selling, what's trending. So very cool stuff. So let me introduce you to this company called CJ Dropshipping. Now, I have a referral link with CJ Dropshipping. I'll give you to make it easy to sign up. Obviously, it's my referral link with CJ Dropshipping. So if I see a lot of y'all go through that, that's cool. It also incentivizes me to teach more about it. But that said, we have CJ Dropshipping, which looks a lot like AliExpress. I mean, a lot like AliExpress. Matter of fact, let me just pull up AliExpress real quick. Okay. I mean, they are very similar, even in color. They're similar because they're orange. So let me just pull this up real fast. It's funny. All right. So this is AliExpress. I mean, man, are they similar? Even the little categories on the left-hand side feel similar. If you weren't paying attention, I guarantee a lot of you wouldn't even know that you're on AliExpress versus CJ Dropshipping. So that is a little annoying to me because it is easy to mix things up when you're new. So just make sure that you know what vendors or what company's website you're on. And again, I'll give you a link at the end of this webinar. If you want to sign up through my link, you'll be able to do that. But let me talk to you a little bit about why I like CJ Dropshipping. I don't think it's the end all be all right? I don't think it's the best one in the world. I do think it's one that you should entertain integrating into your business. So if not doing business with them, then at least doing research on their website, because a lot of people are using CJ Dropshipping. I don't know how many people, I just know a lot of people, all right? And the first thing that you'll notice is when you get here to their website, it says recommended products for e-commerce platforms. They got TikTok, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, Walmart. So notice TikTok is number one. TikTok has become a massive e-commerce platform for marketing through influencers, through ads. I'll be showing y'all in the future a lot about TikTok ads as I learn TikTok ads. I'm not a TikTok ad expert, but their platform is still, in my opinion, in its infancy with the ad platform. That is, there's a lot of things in there that I believe will be changing shortly. But really what you could do is you can come here and it's going to tell you, hey, this is what's working on TikTok right now. This is what's working on Amazon. Now, just because it's working on Amazon doesn't mean it can't work on your Shopify store, right? It's just saying that this is vendors, I'm assuming this is the vendors that they've connected to. And they can kind of see like if it's what it's connected to, like when I add a product to my Shopify store, it knows I'm adding it to my Shopify store, so they get to gather this data. So I click on TikTok. According to CJ Dropshipping, this is the top winning products for TikTok. And I would just pay attention to this daily. I would look at it every day and see if it changes. Now, of course, you can modify this by price, inventory lists. Some of the hotter products might not have a lot of inventory. So like this crystal ball music box. right here. It's 27 bucks. Let's click on it. It's a USB outlet, processing time 1 to 3 days. It has 39 lists. Get this picture coming up. You can pre-order bulk inventory, which I'm assuming is going to help you with pricing. But they got another great thing about CJ Dropshipping I've noticed is phenomenal photos, like very high quality photos. And oftentimes they'll have buttons down here where you can request photography or request a video. So we all know that, especially with obviously with TikTok, video is important. So that you have the ability to go in and request they do special or more unique photos or videos for you, which is really neat because they know the product, right? The other thing is on the right hand side we have some options. Okay, we have the ability to ship from, well, this one is only shipping from China. So you would be able to select different warehouses if they had different warehouses. They tell you exactly how much inventory they have in stock. So this vendor has 123,000 pieces currently in stock. Now you can connect your Shopify store to CJ Dropshipping, and once you do that, it'll pull in your Shopify store, and you can say, okay, I want to add this to my Shopify store. And they'll tell you all the different shipping options and prices, which none of these currently are desirable, right? You'll find some are undesirable, some are very desirable. They give you all the specs, the reviews of the product. So let's just say that I did want to add this to my Shopify store, okay? And we're going to go and we're going to do some other stuff, but look at the other things that are supposedly trending. What I could do is just simply come up here to where it says list, and I could list this on my store. Now I could customize it, all sorts of stuff, but I'm just going to hit list. And once I hit list, and I know this is going to be kind of small, let me see if I can make it zoom. There we go. It's going to ask me a couple of options. One, what warehouse do I want to ship it from? This vendor only has a China warehouse. And then it's going to ask me what store I want to connect it to. It's going to ask me what product type I'm looking for. So I'll just do a random one. What collections I want to add it to. If I want to add it to a collection, so we'll just do accessories. And what vendor I want this assigned to. So the vendor, I would just go down and I would select CJ Dropshipping. Okay. Now it's going to ask me, what do I want to sell it for? We're paying 27 bucks for it. So I'm going to mark this up to the desired profit that I want and that I feel like is a fair price. Okay. So at this point, you want to do some research on is this product or similar product selling for over on Amazon, other Shopify stores, whatnot. And then the shipping method that you want to use, which none of these currently are great shipping methods, but it'll tell us how this affects and changes all of our pricing, okay? And then once we're done, all we have to do is, let's just say that I'm gonna mark this up to 75, just throwing in a random number. And at the bottom, I just hit list now. And once I hit list now, it's going to list it on my Shopify store. It's that simple, okay? Now, this thing I obviously wouldn't list because currently the shipping is just like really bad on this. So the great thing about CJ Dropshipping is you can go in and you can find some really amazing US vendors with fast shipping. So, but right now what we're doing is research. We're looking at, this is what they say is working on TikTok. Okay, so a lot of the stuff that you see working here, gadgets, neat things that you might put in the background of a video, because think about the psychology of a TikTok user, all right? A TikTok user is recording videos and they want their videos to look cool. So they want cool stuff in the background. They want to do cool product reviews of neat gadgets. So that's why things like this outdoor solar watering ornament thing, are probably trending, because if you're filming a video outside, that's a neat looking product. I have seen these T9 electric hair clippers. Oh my goodness, I have seen these things everywhere. It is insane. This is just again a China warehouse, but they'll create videos for you, everything. I saw this, I'm not gonna lie, and I was like, I gotta buy one of these. I thought to myself, this is a really cool, really neat product. And again, they're going to show you, the processing time, the shipping, total drop shipping price. They're going to show you all the variants that are available, and you can quickly list this on your store, right? Now, clippers like these that are really cool, like I know clippers can sell for a lot of money, and these are really going toward the niche of people that are very much into the style of like getting fades and stuff like that in their hair. Like these will grab a pretty penny potentially. So it's a really cool app. Now, maybe you don't want to sell this with CJ Dropshipping, right? You can go over to AliExpress and probably find similar items. You can go to Zendrop and find similar items. So the point I'm making here is that this is a really good app, a really good company for finding what's trending in different places, not just trending overall. Because some things sell better on Instagram, some sell better on TikTok, some sell better on Facebook, right? All based off of the psychology of the user. This portable safety door lock, temporary door lock, these children's bubble machine guns, they're only $1.67. That's cool, right? So this is if we're looking at TikTok. Now, if we come back out here to the front of the home page, we could see what's selling on Amazon. Now you're going to notice very different types of products are selling on Amazon. A cat capsule, dog leashes are selling really well. Another cat product, another dog product. Look at this. Dog products are selling really well on Amazon. Where do you go when you get, I mean, what do you get when, what are you trying to do when you get a new dog or a new cat? You're trying to get all the supplies that you're going to here that you're going to need for that animal. So let's stop and think about that. The psychology of someone buying the stuff. They're not necessarily going to be an impulse buyer if they're buying a leash. They're probably just got a dog and they're going and they're searching for all of the supplies that they need, which is why it's probably doing well on Amazon. Doesn't mean that you can't sell it on a Shopify store targeting dog owners on Facebook, right? Most of my like majority of my sales for dog products have come from Facebook ads because there's very passionate groups of dog owners on there. But it's just really interesting to see the different things that are working on the different platforms. And this gives you the opportunity to list them on your store and take advantage of what's killing it everywhere. Imagine if, imagine that you did have all the stuff trending on TikTok, all the stuff trending on eBay, all the stuff trending on Amazon, all the stuff trending on Etsy, whatever it is. I mean, come on, like you're now a one-stop shop. This garden outdoor decoration, again, the second garden thing that I've seen here that people are buying. So, as spring, summer is here, people are gardening more. All right. So any of these products, well, I mean, like you can list them on your store. You literally just hit list. You connect your store first, and then you hit list, and then you can mark it up to the price that you want to sell it at. All right. Now let's come over here and let's look at Shopify. Now, this one's interesting because look, we know the mentality of an eBayer. All right. Someone's going to eBay, they're looking to get into an auction and get something at the cheapest price. We know on Etsy, people are looking for more, the mentality of an Etsy shopper is that of someone interested in more unique items that are crafted items, right? Not like weird gadgets, but rather crafty, unique items. Someone on Amazon is typically going there to buy things that they're actually in need of and searching for, right? They're not impulse purchasing things on Amazon. You go to Amazon with intent to buy something specific, not to just see what's there. And then TikTok is going to be impulse purchasers, but these purchasers are still buying with the psychology of a TikTok user, which is they're buying a lot of makeup, They're buying a lot of cool gadgets. They're buying a lot of decor for their home studio. Like, I have these lights back here and stuff like that. That's what they're looking for because they're trying to get a cool setup for recording. And then you've got, well, let's look at Shopify. It's going to pull up probably all sorts of random stuff, like this wooden photo frame for wedding products. Then you've got this dog ornament. You got knit sweaters. Here's a random kitchen gadget. So what you need to know when you're looking at CJ Dropshipping and you're going through the different types of vendors, when you get to Shopify, you're probably not going to see a trend of the different types of products that are selling. And that's simply because people that are selling stuff on Shopify stores are rapid testing. They're marketing on Etsy and they're marketing on Amazon and they're marketing on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. So you're going to see kind of a conglomerate of different items most likely trending in here that you're seeing in all of those other categories. But what's cool is to know that Shopify stores are listing these at high rates. And, CJ is saying, hey, this is what people on Shopify are listing on their store right now and going to sell. So it makes it, what this does is it gives you the vision that you don't currently have to potentially catch a trend, right? To catch one of those trends where something is on the rise. And stuff rises, it sizzles, and then it fizzles, right? Sizzles, and then it fizzles. Then you're going to have the stuff that, is always selling. Or, people always probably want. Doesn't mean that it's always selling. So, as we go through this, you'll just notice that some of the products on here, like, come on, are you going to do this new plaid casuals women straight trouser suit and start drop shipping that, selling it immediately? Probably not. That's not going to be one of those trendy products that's going to get people's attention. But if you're running a fashion store that's already generating sales, a store that's selling women's trendy products, like I do know a girl that's running a fashion store and she models all of the clothes and it's really cool. They do really well. Like, she could probably plug this in and it would fit. This would not be something I would say, let's go run a Facebook ad for this, right? But then again, you might see this propeller driven shower head. This thing is mega viral that I've seen everywhere. Like, I see this thing being advertised everywhere. This is something that I would say, hey, let's list this and let's run ads for it because this is a neat product. Everybody showers. I guess they should shower. I don't know. Like, at some point you got to shower, like jump in the water or something. But one of the biggest problems for people when they take showers, the biggest pain points is water pressure. I don't like the way the shower head sprays, and it doesn't have enough water pressure to get the soap and all that stuff out of my hair. So not only is this a cool product here, but it solves a pain point. Look at this. They even have a product video that you can use, that they give you the rights to use, which is really cool. I mean, this is a cool product. Very neat. I'm trying to turn the volume down so you don't have to hear the piano music in the background, but my mouse is being funky. All right, so they have different examples of it. They have all the different options and colors, all that good stuff. We could list this on our store immediately, and we could start, pushing traffic to this. So this is a really great product here that we could see is obviously trending right now, according to CJ, on Shopify stores. And then Walmart, who knows what we're going to find? Just all sorts of random stuff, laser pointers, binoculars. I mean, Walmart just kind of sells everything. Hunting stuff, multifunctioning double crutch handles, LED stage lasers. So you're going to see, again, Walmart's going to be all across the spectrum because people do go to Walmart and they're like, let's just see what happens. Like, have you ever done that before? Have you ever gone to Walmart and been like, I'm bored. Let's just go to Walmart, see what happens. They got everything. And then you walk out with laser pointers, ammunition, and, baby diapers. It's just the most random stuff. So yes, people go to Walmart with intent, but people also go to Walmart to their physical locations just to see, what happens. So what I love about CJ Dropshipping, and the reason I'm recommending that you you look into adding them to your business is because it's just good to come here every day and look at what's researching. They really seem to be looking at data and helping out with trying to figure out what's selling right now. They have all of the different shipping methods right here that tell you about shipping times. If you're doing DHL official, 3 to 7 days. Jewel shipping flat, 5 to 15 days. Listen, it's okay if a product doesn't get there for 10 days. As long as you tell people on the sales page, on the order page, that there's going to be a 10 to 14 day processing and shipping delay. A lot of times people are okay with that if they're getting a good deal. If you're giving them a good deal and they don't want to go search for it somewhere else because they're too lazy to go find it everywhere else, chances are everywhere else is going to be the same thing unless people are being dishonest. And you get the sale. And then you don't have to worry about the shipping times unless they go beyond what you quoted. So another point, and I've been stressing this since I started teaching this, don't be afraid to put these delayed shipping times in big bold letters on your sales page. People will appreciate that. And sure, some people won't buy, but the people that do buy aren't going to blow you up in 8 days wondering where their product is, because they know that they saw it's going to be a delayed shipping time. Now, some of the other things that you could do aside from just going through, the different types of products that they have is down here is have their overall trending products. So you'll find some really cool trending products. Typically, these are going to look more seasonal from what I've seen, new products that are being listed. So this is a really great website, even if you don't sell their stuff, for legit product research. And this stuff stays up to date. Like these humidifiers, I think we were going over these the other week, which are kind of going viral right now from what I've seen. So you just scroll down and it's going to show you products that have videos already, because not all products on CJ have videos that are done for you, but this high pressure electric water gun washer, this thing is epic. And look at it, it's already got videos. And when you add the product to your store, it adds the video, it adds the variations. You can choose again if you want it from the China warehouse or the US warehouse, if they have that available. It's really cool. Like there's nothing hidden. Everything that you need is there. This is on 469 other lists of people I believe that have it listed for sale. So really cool stuff. Now, you also could just straight up come in here, y'all, and say, I want to sell a water pressure sprayer. Okay, at the top, and type in water pressure sprayer. And when you click on that, it didn't really give me amazing options. So let's try something else. Let's do humidifier. Okay. My spelling is so off. There we go. All right, so I type in humidifier. Now, important note here, if you start to use CJ Dropshipping, is when you search for products like you typically would on, say, AliExpress, you can come down here and say, I only want to work with warehouses in the US. Now, that is going to dramatically decrease the amount of results that you get. It's also going to increase the price that you pay. But hey, it's a US warehouse, so you're going to get much faster shipping. One thing that we like to look at is how many other people have listed the product. If it has a lot of listings, that means obviously it's, sizzling right now. If it doesn't have a lot of listings, it doesn't mean that it's not good. It might be a great opportunity for you to catch a wave before everyone else, right? Or it could be that people just got rid of it, like this cute pet retro humidifier. All right, so that's neat. These little Sofa Bear mini desktop humidifiers. These right here, all right, are US based. So let's click on this. They're 6 cents to 230 $2.31. The 6 cents is going to be these little replacements, I believe. Let me take a sip of my water. But you'll see the shipping, $4 to $7, not bad. Service fee, 63 cents to $1. drop shipped out the door, $10.80. That's incredible. Look at these things. They're cool. These are cool. These are things that could get impulse purchases, especially on like TikTok, Instagram, and whatnot. Now, some of the things to take note of over here, y'all, is on the right hand side, you got the vendors' feedback and ratings, inventory. They got 1,297 in stock. Now in China, they're probably gonna have more. They have 20,000 available in China. So if we're doing a lot of volume, you know, you might want to switch over to the warehouse in China because you're going to be selling more and you're not going to get capped out. And yeah, they do get more supplies in. In the shipping over here methods, we've got USPS shipping, 3 to 7 day delivery time. Let's say that we want to list this on our Shopify store. All I got to do is hit let's list this on our store, and we want to do it. We want to do it, mark it up from the US warehouse, and then it's going to give us our prices here. The cotton swabs are 34 cents. So, we know what our cost is going to be, and then we can mark these up, sell them at what we want to sell them at. Out the door, we're looking at $10. So imagine selling these at like, say, $19.99 plus, shipping and handling. Seems like a reasonable price. We could do a little bit more research. Now we're selling a really cool, unique product. All we have to do is hit list now, and it will legit publish it to our Shopify store. We could change the price and make sure that it's the price point that we want it to be at. And we've got a cool product from a US vendor. All right. And they have a chat available. I mean, they really do have, everything that you need. So, like, think about it like this. Remember, we talked about in the beginning of this, we talked about one of the reasons why you might have multiple dropship companies. Because as I say this, I'm like, okay, well, this is a lot like Zendrop. Zendrop has US vendors, it has free vendors, Zendrop, China vendors, it has videos and images. There's different product options. They have different algorithms to pick up products that they recommend, obviously. So why would you use both? Well, because they both have pros and cons, right? They both have their strengths and weaknesses. Like CJ Dropshipping, while as epic as anything, like I love it. Like I wish I had started using this a long time ago. If you look over here with Zendrop, all right, they're making a lot of updates right now, but they have the ability to do custom branding, bundle boxes, right? They have their own training that you can use in here that's been very beneficial to a lot of people in regards to learning how to do product research and do ads and list products. They have so many cool things here that CJ Dropshipping doesn't have. A different perspective, different trends, the ability to choose different types of shipping methods, which they both have, but the ability to do bundle boxes and subscriptions and all that good stuff. So when I say, hey, look, use multiple dropship companies, it's because you want to experience the benefits of all of those companies. So yeah, I mean, look, they got print on demand here, different warehouses all over the world. It's cool. Keep your eye on CJ Dropshipping. Now, I have a partner link with them. If you want to use it, I don't really know what I get from them if you sign up through this link, but I always make practice of using partner links as when I come here and I teach. These trainings are free, so you can go straight to cjdropshipping.com and you can sign up there, or you can go to profitph.com/CJ and you can use my partner referral affiliate link with them. Again, it doesn't take anything from you, but I think they pay me like something. I don't know what it is. I just got it. So it's profitph.com/CJ. You can go there, or you can just go straight to cjdropshipping.com. Either way, you're going to get all the same stuff. Okay. So they're not doing anything special for AM students like Zendrop does, Shine On is done, Pillow Profits is done. So it's up to you which way you want to do it. But I do believe that either way, regardless of which way you get started with them, you should add this to your arsenal. All right. You should do research on here, keep your eye on it, practice adding a couple products to it. It's just a couple of clicks, right? You saw. And maybe next week, what we'll do is we'll create a collection using CJ Dropshipping. We'll go find some trending products and we'll make a trending product collection. And I'll show you how quickly we can list products from CJ Dropshipping and see if we run into any little bugs or issues live. So that way we can fix them, while you're watching it stream, and it could be beneficial to you, especially if you're completely new. So that said, that's it for tonight's training. I hope that you have a phenomenal, beautiful, amazing week. And I hope that your week has already started out, really great. I know mine has. And make sure that you come back next week, same place, same time, right here at 9 p.m. for our Power Hour trainings. I'm just so excited to do these for you. And a lot of times I find myself discovering new things while I do these trainings. These trainings do keep me accountable and on the cutting edge because I'm always wanting to bring you something new, more so than I want to bring myself something new, which is crazy, right? So show up and make sure that you attend these trainings, because even if just one sentence out of this hour is that aha moment for you, it's worth it. It's worth it. So I hope to see you here next week. And I cannot wait to get started next week building a collection with CJ Dropshipping. That's what we'll do. And we'll kind of look at some of the pros and cons of this and how fulfillment and all that stuff works. Again, all completely free. There's nothing for sale. The only thing I've done is given you my affiliate link for to sign up with them if that's something you desire to do. And we're just going to continue pushing on because Black Friday, Cyber Monday ain't far away. It's crazy to say that, right? But it's right around the corner. So let's start preparing for that. Let's have everything set so you're ready to go with multiple vendors and multiple companies that you can pivot to and scale with. If you need to scale or you're having scaling issues, you're able to pivot over here. There's so many cool things when you run a business that you can do as you start getting seasoned. And I want to get you to that point. I want to get you seasoned so all the new stuff is out of the way and you could take advantage of some of the cool, simple stuff that is actually more advanced. I can't wait for that. So that's it for tonight. I love you all. I wish you a ton of success and stay healthy. And I'll see you next week, Tuesday night at 9 p.m. EST. Good night, y'all.